Today was my name is Teresita Blanco, this is sister, and I'm doing more life makeover. I normally stream this on the weekends, but since I finished Baldur's Gate, Hollow Knight, and Silent Hill, I'm kind of like in an audition process as far as what's the next big game that I'm gonna be completing. So yeah, so for now we're doing life makeover.
I want you to be my navigator.
I met with Larry as we agreed on one morning, but he made a strange request. You want to invite me to a special place? Can you tell me now?
Yeah, because I hope to keep it a surprise.
Alright, so this one did have the guys have voice lines. Out of expectation, curiosity, I came to an unfamiliar place with Larry. We are at
A rally track. Have you been here before?
Before my eyes were twisting roads that had no
I want
end.
you to be my navigator.
But I never done it
It's
before.
an amateur rally.
Well, it's not impossible, and I started to think about it, but I can't make the
Do you
decision.
know what is a key for a rally?
I shook my head while Larry continued
The
mysteriously.
cooperation between the driver and the navigator. I am best with you.
He sounded so certain that the doubt started to occupy me. And there must be other reasons, right? Either that or that was just him trying to do a date without asking, that we're technically in a date, but since he hasn't said that it is a date, just a roundabout way of getting someone you like to go on a date with you. Like, as long as you don't say it's a date, you can get away with it, whatever.
Oh, Miss Detective, you can easily read my mind. I will tell you why when the rally is over.
After a while, Larry brings me on the
There are
rally.
not only special stages of rainforest and beach, but also a super special stage with roadblocks.
It sounds dangerous but
So we'll need to
exciting.
check out the track in advance. But before that,
Larry suddenly turned to me with a teasing look on his face.
now meet my car.
He holds his helmet and catches the place with a car keys, confident like a professional racer. Though there were a few people around, I could only imagine that it would be like when the actual race starts. And it must be quite a lot here by then, and I'm already looking forward to it. Larry looked so confident that he couldn't wait to show off his driving skills, like a kid showing off his new toy. And no matter how much your one is, they will look childish in such a case. So without further ado, we got started. And Larry put on his own helmet and then took out a woman's helmet and carefully put it on for me. And his fingers gently touched my face like a dragonfly skimming the surface of the water. And my sight was blocked by the helmet and I could only see his face. And I could not realize that I had no idea what Larry's scouting plan. And what should I do now?
We'll first pass all the sections at a low speed. I will report the road conditions of each stage, and you need to record them in detail.
I got a pen and paper ready, waiting for Larry's call.
So, here we go.
The car crossed the road in the bumpy rainforest, but I had no time for the scenery. All I wanted to do was record the road condition as soon as possible, and I missed nothing.
It starts to get bumpy here.
Okay, I noted it down. And Larry looked so much more relaxed than me, and the car finally reached its smooth destination.
Take a look. Wow, very detailed. Well done.
I felt cheerful for Larry's praise my first roadblock, and after a short rest, the second scout began. And I tried to report the roadblock for Larry as he drove, and it was much faster, and soon we finished the track.
Click perfectly.
It got dark and we agreed to come back for another run tomorrow, and I started to expect the upcoming race too. The next day, Larry looked very different and his face was pensive. Is it the last run before the race, right? Are you nervous?
If I say yes, how will you comfort me?
So you do get nervous. Wasn't you confident before? I paused Larry and patted him on the
I
shoulder.
suddenly feel powerful again.
Larry nodded and put on a look of determination. And then here we go. After 2 scouts, I got familiar with the complex stages. And Larry and I cooperated even better to handle all of the road conditions easily. He doesn't seem to be afraid at all. Maybe I'm overthinking things. With a sudden break, the car came off the road.
Okay.
I'm fine, and you? And looking up at la abeja, ripped off his seatbelt and he came close and held my shoulders. That's dumb, you're dumb. Trust the other person's seatbelt. His eyes were filled with alarm as if reproaching himself. This is the first time he looks like a deer in headlights. I'm fine, and look, not even a scratch.
You're not hurt. Oh, great. If you got hurt,
He seemed relieved and let go of my shoulders, but there was still doubt in his eyes fixing on me.
It seems that I made a mistake.
So he's still a bit nervous. Fortunately, it's not the race.
But I lost the opportunity to impress.
Although Larry was joking, he sounded scared as if blaming himself for the accident. Well, he was the driver. Unless there was a tree branch that was unaccountable for, you can't account for bad weather and whatever, or tampering. There's no time for that. Hurry to check the car. Larry got off the car and carefully checked the car.
The car could not bear the performance and break down.
We can't get a cell reception here. I'll call the eye to get a repairman.
Leave it to the others. It makes me feel uncomfortable for I retrofitted it myself.
Larry walked around the car several times and finally made up his mind. No way do you want to. And seeing the two of us, Larry got from nowhere and I pulled a right face.
I may not be skilled, but I can still give it a try. Won't stand by and watch, right?
Well, coming my way. But it was not as easy as Larry imagined. No matter how hard he tried, the car could not race again. It's better to wait for the service, man. Look, your face is getting dirty.
Oops. Dirt on your face, too.
Yeah, just call the repairman or AAA or whatever. Kind of reminds me of that 2.5 episode where the satellite dish was broken, and since Alan didn't want to call the repairman, he got on the roof and then he fell off the roof and then he broke his leg. The moral of the story is that even if you think it's gonna be simple repair stuff, better to err on the safe side. He laughed and pointed at my face and he tried to wipe it off from me. Dirt on my face, and no, I didn't touch the oil at all. I quickly took a step back to spoil Larry's prank.
How did you find out?
Don't try to fool me, I'm smart. And as we follow around the service station, send a message. And we could leave the car where it was, and they will find a tow truck. And we double back on the track, and the gentle breeze swept away the tiredness and anxiety. And don't get too anxious, it's just a small mistake.
Yes, I will be a better racer by my side.
Larry's just mad. I could tell that whether it was a joke or the truth.
You messed up your hair.
He suddenly moved closer and tried to straighten my messy hair with his fingers. And be fine with me. Are your hands still dirty? Are your hands still oily? Larry had a great laugh for I thought to his prank.
Detective, you need to be more careful. That way you can tell whether I am telling the truth.
He winked slightly and then told me some do's and don'ts for tomorrow's race. The best I can se mande con it, I should prepare flexible and simple offer. He was derided, and in the crowd I immediately spotted Larry in the blue
Let me
suit.
have a guess. Are you nervous?
Over in the car with one arm in the window, Larry's full of vigor and vitality. That's what she said. He was derided, and is the car fixed?
I've tried it. Perfect.
He's relaxed and reassuring me. It's very important competition, and I'm still a little worried.
Leave it to me. We are the best.
He extended a hand to me like an invitation to some strange, extravagant adventure. The gun went off and the race began. And suddenly I noticed what I set up alright to navigate with a road book. And we passed the beach, a rainforest, and despite the rough and muddy roads, our cooperation was perfect. In my first few words, he could predict what I wanted to say. We thoroughly trusted and relied on each other.
New racers. This group is fabulous. Look, sudden acceleration at the corner. Fantastic cooperation.
Before the commentator could finish his word, the car crossed the finish line. And I breathed a long sigh of relief, and before checking the rankings, I noticed that Larry took off his helmet. The helmet messed his hair, making him look casual and
You
unruly.
seem to be doing well.
He wanted to high-five, and I also happened to raise my hand to celebrate it together. And when our palms touched each other, I looked into Larry's gentle eyes. And when the sun came out, we only ranked third, and Larry let out a sigh.
Not very happy to miss the championship. So I'm not born to be a racer, right? Should I just give up?
He looked so depressed that I tried to comfort him, but he suddenly twisted it.
Can you go for a walk with me?
Huh?
The beach may make me feel better.
I could find no reason to say no to him. And the windy and the sea at night, I can put on an elegant outfit that can shield the wind. I thought Larry would take me for a ride, but he stopped the car by the
Let's go for
sea.
a walk. That way time goes slower.
Another strolled down the road with Larry, and the evening quiet came and the world turned sapphire. And I know it may spoil the mood, but you didn't do your best, right? You were so relaxed during the rally. And I knew that my guess was right again, and when captured the smile on Larry's lips. So why do you want me to be your navigator? You could win the title either if a personal navigator, professional navigator. Larry gently interrupted me.
To share my favorite racing experience with the one who is most important to me. Because I want her to witness important moments in my life.
Larry always wears a smile, but he looks solemn right now. And I recall his worried face after the accident, and he should mean it back then.
What a shame that someone turns her eyes from such a nice view.
I realized that I was gazing absently at Larry, being embarrassed and looked away
For my
guiltily.
next big moment, I would also like to invite you.
I will be there with you. Neither do I wish to miss any moment of your life. And the surprised-looking Larry was replaced by joy, and today I saw the most expressions of him. And I wonder what Larry will present to me in the near future. And I patiently look forward to that day. Yeah.
This is point B. Waiting for the target to show up.
As the sun sets and the evening breeze blows, I walk down the illuminated street in search of inspiration. An immense jacket catches my eye while I'm window shopping. I see Ron will regret in this. Sometime later,
The expense for this month has been updated.
wait a minute, I know that I made another impulsive purchase, but I'm not ready to look at my credit card statement just yet. And what's done is done, I might as well give it to him when I get the chance. As I will have it, I recognize a familiar face in the coffee shop across the street. Roy is sitting there by the window, and I can't believe what I'm seeing, but I find myself wandering into the coffee shop. It's fitting him and wearing a casual outfit. Is he waiting for someone? But it doesn't look like so. I better go say hello and give him the gift. Roy, what a coincidence. Are you on vacation? Oh, the crazy fashion chick is stalking
What are
me.
you doing here?
I'm shopping for a new season. Roy's expression dark and I pause in mid-sentence and follow his gaze. At the intersection, a suspicious-looking man in a sweatshirt is standing with both his hands in his pocket. And I just noticed that despite his casual attire, Roy has a communication earpiece in his left ear. Also, Roy, I caught this guy in the middle of a stakeout operation. They routed him in the middle of work. Is he carrying out a covert operation?
New message.
Some man wrote that an undercover agent officer for telling suspects it does fit the occasion. Flexible and simple officer, safe bets. Perhaps it's my imagination, but it seems the suspect is glancing in our direction with a vigilant look. My nerves have started to act up, and I wonder if I don't act naturally, voice cover will be blown. Huh? About what?
Anything.
As the silence lingered, I suddenly remember I have an icebreaker in my hand. I have a gift for you. Looks good, right? I open the shopping bag and show Roy the jacket, who looks at me perplexed. I could read his thoughts from this brief glance.
There's no need to go that far.
I actually did get this for you. Seeing his hesitant expression, I take a step forward and place the jacket in his hand. I cut him off before he finishes his question. I'll explain later. Like, I was so focused on reading this novel that I didn't get a good look at his outfit. Like, that guy was fashionable in like the future. Like, he has a pointless suspender over here pulling this portion of the outfit. I mean, at least a square makes some sense, and then the part of the shirt sticking up, but not completely on one side, but it's also tucked in on the back. It's like in the 90s when guys thought it was fashionable to have like their pants beneath their butt and showing off their underwear. And part of the fashion included using underwear that was like bright and flashy, like mostly red. I don't know, at least that's what like the boys in my middle school used to think was cool, was hilarious. Whatever, moving along, back to the game. I couldn't possibly tell him what I thought because I thought he would look good in it. I cast a glance at the suspect as I speak, and he seems to have it as his guard and is no longer paying attention to us. Phew, that was close, and I hope I haven't caused him too much trouble. But must have noticed that I am distracted by the suspect, and I'm prompted he starts to fill me in.
It'll be a contraband deal. We've been following the seller, and we're hoping to get the buyer too.
He's tracking the contraband, part of the medical examiner's duties.
We are understaffed.
I guess the police is also like not getting any money in like the future. Whatever. Police work is more complicated than I imagined. And since we had the suspect attention, I joined Roy at the table and ordered coffee for myself. And instead of stopping me, Roy's attention is still on the outside. And I better not disrupt it, and I checked Vanna funny fashion tip for the new season. Cute and worn outfits look amazing. Before I finish my coffee, the suspect suddenly crosses the street and runs more swiftly after the suspect, and I quickly follow along.
Why are you following me?
He had already seen us, and he might suspect something is off if I'm not with you.
Fine.
Ward doesn't say anything else, and he just taps his earpiece as though he's sending a code. And the suspect comes to a halt after a few steps. And Ward doesn't stop with me by his side. He moves forward in the direction of the suspect.
New message.
As notification has captured everyone's attention, including the suspect, I feel a chill running down my spine. Ward's done is composed as usual, and it's found a notification, and there must be a new post from the bloggers I follow, and I smile as I pull out my phone and try to act more natural. I will notice my nervous and gently places his hand on my shoulder. The simple words have calmed me down like magic, and Will puts on his jacket and walks along as me as we walk past the suspect. And as we reach the side of the alley, next inspection, we finally let go of his hand.
Hide behind the wall.
If the suspect route is predictable, advancement followers can reduce their alertness. And I only remember seeing this standing technique in my sister's notebook. He waits here in advance probably because the suspect has been following this path. Is it going to work with the suspect show up?
Worst case is yes. But this does not concern you. What you must do is ensure your own safety.
After his foot, I move closer to the wall. Oh yes, I should disable Vanna's notification avoid more misa. The notification was about an official account fashioned for new season. Didn't I just search for it? And Big Data is no joking later. But I really dig this unisex outfit that is both boyish and sexy, added to favorites. I know we're trailing like a smuggler or whatever, but gotta do the fashion bit. The minutes go by and the suspect is nowhere to be seen, and Roy is patiently waiting. It starts to drizzle and the already cold weather becomes even chillier. Achoo!
Are you cold?
I quickly stop him before he removes his jacket for me. I'm fine. You're only wearing a short sleeve. Don't worry. I brought a jacket with me. You're not removing this weird jacket whether you want to or not. It's gonna be your new fashion.
This is point B. Waiting for the target to show up.
Rotates the earpiece twice to notify his contact of his location, and I realize that the earpiece is their way of communication. Did anyone hear him say don't worry? Roy and I waited in bated breath and stared until another suspect disappeared into the crowd. And then he found out about us. And I am more worried than I may have been because Roy did to lose a suspect.
No, he didn't.
Roy's assertive word has somewhat subsided my nervousness, and I trust your judgment. But if the suspect does not intend to evade us, is it possible that his path never led here? We pondered for a moment before
Any idea
nodding.
where the trading location would be?
I generate a 3D map of the commercial street, please.
Tinkle. Scan completed.
I carefully examined the 3D image and mapped the suspect's possible routes. And as it turns out, the road we're taking looks entirely different from a different angle. And there's a motorway beneath the footbridge we will cross early, and the suspect might be. Roy has already dashed off the bridge before I can finish. Wait for me. Your weird fashion stalker friend. After following Roy for a short distance, I stopped by the police officer I met her before. And he was dressed in casual clothes, and he must be working with Roy in this cover mission.
Miss, Roy told me to take you somewhere safe.
I know Roy is looking out for me, but we are uncertain whether the bridge is the actual trading place, and could you please take me there? Sensing that he looks a bit hesitant, I quickly add, I'll watch from afar. I promise I won't cause you any trouble. I'm a murder detective type of person. I inherited the title from my sister that was murdered in like the first chapter of Life Makeover, so it's fine. I know all about murders. Oh wait, but it's a cop, but this is a smuggler. I'm saying different. Somebody always gets murdered in Life Makeover because she suffered from the Hercule Period curse. And I am concerned about Roy, and I assume you ought to follow him as well.
Fine. Please stay safe, or Roy will hold it against me forever.
We made a detour to the motorway under the footbridge, and the suspect is hiding in the shadows. Meanwhile, another person walks under the bridge. The suspect quickly hands a concealed item to the individual. Oh no, it's too late. Where is Roy? And a familiar figure descends from above in the next second. And Roy climbs the footbridge railing and then leaps to the ground below. And then he deftly kicks the buyer's wrist and snatches the plastic bag containing the contraband. And quickly the buyer is subdued to the ground. And seeing that the seller is about to flee, Roy jumps off from the bar his way while keeping the buyer in place. It was all that had happened in a matter of seconds. And before I can react, the young officer standing by next dashes out to help the tackled suspect.
Suspect arrested. I repeat, suspect arrested. Ready to take them to the police station.
Suddenly the seller breaks free and springs towards Roy, attempting to seize the contraband. And the contraband must be so valuable that he's willing to attack a police officer to destroy the evidence. And after a temporary reprieve, my heart leads to my throat once more. Roy! When Stanley dashes the side upon hearing my voice, but the frenzied suspect launches yet another assault.
Reinforcements! Calling for reinforcements! This is...
And then the other two had joined the fight, and I couldn't figure out who's holding the evidence. And all of a sudden the plastic bag is thrown into the air and flies towards me, and I dash to catch a valuable evidence midair. I exhaled a sigh of relief as I clutched the evidence. Did I just do him a favor?
What are you doing?
Roy's voice appears out of nowhere, and I notice that the suspect has been apprehended.
This is dangerous. Plus, you might have put yourself in danger if they had partners close by. Like I said, what you must do is ensure your own safety.
I find myself at a loss for words in the face of Roy's verbal barrage. A verbal barrage is just calmly telling you, dude, you stupid, dumb civilian, get the hell out of my way while I do dangerous police work, you telepath lunatic.
Let's go.
Are you returning to the police station in
Come
that
along with
case?
me. There might be some questions.
Wow, took a girl with you on a mission? That goes against the rules, don't you think? New jacket. I guess she has really looked after you.
Upon our arrival at the station, Donna gets another police vehicle. And after that, he continues to harass her in hopes of extracting juicy
Finished your
details.
duty report?
After silencing Donna's bombardment, Roy turns to me and
Go to the
speaks.
office and wait for me.
He didn't ask me to come over for the inquiry, so is it about the gift?
I'll buy another jacket.
How many times must I tell you that I bought this just for you? It's a gift for you. Take it. Wear it all the time. Sleep with it. Just keep the stupid jacket. It's right for the weather, and today's event gave me a great idea, and this is a token of appreciation.
Thank you.
Well, do you like it?
How can someone always put others before herself?
That's a funny way of avoiding having to ask her whether he likes the gift or not. What's a standard, guys? Whether they like the gift that she gives him or not, the correct answer is always yes. And if you cannot summon a yes that passes for the truth, just like change the subject. Because sometimes bitches can tell if you're like lying. Especially them, because the main character is a telepath. That's the only thing she has going for her. I couldn't help but chuckle at his attempt to avoid the
What's
subject.
so funny? Even though you know it's getting colder, you're not dressing warmly yourself.
Then go shopping with me next
I will
time.
be available tomorrow afternoon.
I can't wait for tomorrow to come when I hear his answer.
Looks like we're pretty in tune with each other.
The staff was buzzing around the backstage with her tasks, and I saw several boxes of clothing and had them as we got and started to think about how to match them up. Suddenly, some gently patted on my right shoulder from behind, and I circled, but the person had already circled around to my left. Such a childish prank. I teased and turned my head only to see Sean's eyes smiling at me. I guess this one is not voice. I was really that childish, only a little I say, Sean, what are you doing here? A few days ago I signed up with Vanna for a short-term part-time job as a stylist in a variety show. And I applied for the job purely because I wanted to be a guest on the show, but I didn't expect to meet Sean here. Oh, are you surprised to see me? I believe you were just too focused on your work to notice that I was nearby. And Charlotte looked and I could see a trace of disappointment in his eyes. Anyway, I recognized you from far away just now. I really didn't notice. sorry about that. Surprised by what I say, Shaw then laughed heartily. Haha, no need to be sorry. I have a bigger heart than to blame you for, and just get me to your pitiful thorn. Anyway, why are you here? I was invited here. Can't go anywhere without being invited. The vampire stuff and all of that. Well, he's not really a vampire, but whatever. Sean picked up the ward badge and hanging it around my neck and smiled as he glanced at it. Yes, that's the show. I am the ad hoc guest. As he struck by a sudden confusion, he widened his eyes and looked at me. Wait, you didn't know I was coming? I shook my head. And I thought you came here to see me at work and can't believe I was just being presumptuous. Not again with a disappointment. I hurried to cheer him up. I can both see you at work and do my own work job here. And one more thing. What? My ultimate reason to work here is to see a famous designer whom I have admired for a long time. And seeing Sean's confusion, I began to list the outstanding achievements of the designer. And for her outstanding design, she my personality to a cute insight from fashion trends. So I guess she's here to see Nikki. Sean listened attentively, but his expression gradually became unnatural. Is he bored? I'll stop here now, and you may find out more about her after you meet her. Sean was back with a serious face. Sure, I look forward to meeting this handsome, famous designer in person. It's a little jealous seeing you gush about someone else. Before the rehearsal began, I called over by a photographer. The director just told me that the guest flight is delayed and that she can't make it to the rehearsal. And it'll be a tricky to test the camera and lighting with one person missing on the stage. And I noticed that you are about the same height as her, and could you help by being at her spot in the rehearsal? Sure, leave it to me. And I looked towards the stage and realized that the absent guest was the designer I had expected to meet. It looks like I won't be able to meet her until tomorrow. And I trotted to the stage and the director had me stand next to Sean. And Sean was surprised at first, but then started to tease me. Aren't you stylish, and how did you become a guest? One of the guests couldn't make it, so I'm standing in here for her to test the camera and go some lighting. Sean looked around and whispered to me, It's the designer, right? I have some on my back, break her legs to slow her down. Oh, yep. Didn't you tell me how charming she is? And yes, she's been unpunctual today. I think Sean's misunderstanding that came to her urgent defense. Her flight was delayed, which is beyond her control. She's not late on purpose. Before Sean could say anything, the rehearsal began. The first part was a group basketball game, and the production team had a coach on site to instruct. And after the coach demonstrated some basic moves, we were given a few minutes to learn and to team up into two practice. As soon as the coach finished speaking, Sean grabbed my hand. Come on, let's then team up, and we two are already a team. As Sean spoke, he took me to the open space next to the basketball rack, and we started warming up. After warming up, Sean leaned back in front of me and took a rest. And to be fabulous. There was an intense warm-up, and you're not even slightly out of breath. Haha. Of course, I exercise regularly, and thus could maintain a good stamina. Good to know. Here, take the tissue for the sweat and take a break. Thank you, you're so thoughtful. Let's play basketball together someday in the future if possible. Sure, but you may have to take it easy on me and not beat me too badly. No problem, only a few wins and I should stop there. The game starts tomorrow and good luck to you in advance. That I can take, and I'll definitely do my best. But as a designer and I are on different teams, who do you wish to be the winner? A dry question I refuse to answer. He really is jealous. Sean smiled and didn't ask any further. Strange, and why is he even competing with a designer? During the lunch break, I was about to take a nap when my colleague called my name, and she seemed hesitant, twisting the layer on her work badge, and it took her a while to finally speak up. From the rehearsal just now, I feel like you're pretty close to Sean, and could you do me a favor and ask an autograph for him? Please do, you're the best. and she held her hands together and her tongue is bleeding, making it difficult for me to turn her down. I couldn't say no to her, so I forced myself to make the difficult task. As the lunch break was not over yet, I went to Sean's door with my Carly's word badge in hand. And to make the autograph more special, she requested that it be signed in a plastic cover on the back. Just as I'm about to knock on the door, Sean walked out of the room, and Sean looked at me surprised when he saw me, but quickly turned happy. I was just about to look for you, didn't expect to see you here for me first.
Looks like we're pretty in tune with each other.
I admit I only came, but I admitted that it only came if you guessed what I came to find you for. Sean's gaze became serious as he carefully observed me from head to toe, and his gaze moved from the word badge hanging around my neck to the one in my hand, and soon he knew. You are not asking me for an autograph for someone else, are you? Seeing my surprised face, Sean knew that he was right. Now you have to admit it, and we really are in tune with each other. As he spoke, Sean patiently signed his name where my colleagues had requested, and I took the signed word badge from him and thanked him. And I won't bother you any longer then. Have a good rest. And so I was about to turn and leave, Sean reached out and stopped me. Wait a minute, you're leaving just like that? Anything else? Sean didn't answer. He just reached out to the word badge from my neck, and he grinned at my word badge photo and then flipped it over and carefully signed his name. The lanyard on the word badge was short, and when Sean was signing it, our hairs almost got tangled together, and I held my breath unconsciously, fully aware of the shortening distance between us, and I couldn't even hear the static electricity between us. It's too close. And Sean looked much more composed than me, and he didn't give me the word badge back to me until it was the ink dry. Be sure to keep it well. Yeah, definitely. Backstage, I returned to word badge with my colleague, who had a very happy and said thanks to me. How lucky I am today. And if I can get a signature of the famous designer tomorrow, that will fully make this work impeccable. Yes, I badly want her autograph too. And before I could say more, my colleague suddenly tugged at my sleeve secretly. Is that Sean who just walked past you? I turned around and was greeted by Sean's gloomy eyes. And before I could even say hi, he turned himself away. And what's wrong with Sean? Is he in a bad mood? He seemed just fine not long ago. Strange. The rehearsal in the afternoon was a team contest, and was divided into two teams by the judge. Sean and I are not on the same team, and I looked towards Sean, and he happened to be walking towards me. Ah, what a pity. In tomorrow's official contest, the designer and I will be opponents, like I said. And I knew he was only saying so since there was no trace of regret in his expression, and his eyes were lit with morale.
Have you decided yet which one you're going to support?
Save it for tomorrow. Today I'm your opponent. Okay, I'll take it this serious, and don't go easy on me. I won't, don't worry. And I made a funny face at Sean, and he made one back at me, and then we both laughed. And the whistle rang in my teammates, and I joined the game as a coach instructor. And a boy in our team was a good shooter, so everyone passed the ball to him, and we scored many points. And with a rare chance, I got the ball, and after dodging the defenders, I immediately passed the ball to that kid. Sorry, bro. And suddenly Sean intercepted and dribbled past the players and dunked for a score. Sean slammed the basketball into the rim, leaving the net swing, and I couldn't take my eyes off him. And what a beautiful dunk. Wait, was Sean hiding this skill before? Talk about showboating. And here is flying as I saw the rare competitiveness from him. And what's wrong with him today? And he seems really not him. The game continued, distracted by Sean's unusual behavior, and I didn't notice the basketball pass to me. Be careful, Marcy's sister. Ah! And the basketball hit my shoulder hard, and I lost my balance and fell to the ground. Sean quickly ran over to check on me, and his face full of concern. Are you okay? Did you get hurt? Is it bad? I'm fine, just a minor injury. I'll live. I guess in the sci-fi future, like they already integrated all of the sports that now there's no guy sports and girl sports. Now it's all sport. and women are getting tackled more often. My God, look at that! Look at this weird outfit. Like I see like a black shirt underneath, and this weird line seam on the back, and this other weird shirt on the top. And I'm like, what the hell is this? Chaston was a bit reproachful. It's dangerous on the playing field, and how could you get distracted like that? And basketball is a very physical game. You gotta like be careful. Well, because of you. And I silently complained to myself, and the director was announcing the successful conclusion of today's rehearsal. She already seems weird today, and I need to find a chance to ask him about it. And my outfit got some stains on it, and I gotta change to a low profile warm one. After the rehearsal, I packed all the equipment backstage and shifted to the staff member from STEM in guest. How Russ, I help you out? Oh, did Sean stay as well? It's fine, I'll be done soon. A bit resigned, Sean insisted and made me sit down and stood and then took over the prop box from my hands. Your shoulder's injured, don't press yourself into heavy lifting like this. And I didn't respond and looked directly into his eyes, asking the question that was on my mind. What's wrong with you today? You look different. Sean evaded my question in my eyes. Nothing's wrong. I'm the same as usual. Like, dude, we grew up together. I can like smell your life from a mile away, even if I wasn't telepath. I felt a bit angry as I didn't understand why he was keeping something from me. If so, you have asked me why I thought you were acting strangely and what was strange about it. And instead of evading my question with a simple denial, she was taken aback and then pressed a bitter smile in his lips. I didn't expect you to know me so well. And why should that be surprising at all? It's us, and I can easily tell when something is wrong with you. Sean said nothing, but his expression softened a bit. Every time I mentioned the designer today, your weird look was almost palpable. Is there some kind of grudge between you two? Sean seemed a bit embarrassed by my speculation. Of course not, I don't even know her. And looking at the fast-changing expression of Sean's guess, I suddenly had another guess. Oh, is it because I'm so focused on being a fangirl today that you felt left out? Sean looked away, embarrassed, blood rushed into his face and his ears. Haha, I must have been right about it. And why aren't you saying anything? You can still deny it if you want. I'm not denying it. I did feel a bit left out, and that's why I've been acting a bit strange. Well, maybe I'm a bit childish today. And his sincere self-reflection pushed me out of the grudge of keeping him pressing him. Okay, I'll be more attentive in the future and care about your feelings. But you need to promise me that you won't keep your thoughts to yourself and will tell me if there's anything on your mind. John finally gave me a low-lost smile, and upon hearing my words, okay, deal. On the day of the official shooting, the famous designer I admired arrived early, and she first apologized for her absence yesterday and then expressed her gratitude to me in person. I didn't expect that my standing guest was also a designer and looks like we already have a connection. And how do you know I'm a designer? I saw your works in Varna before, and I can tell that you're very talented, and I'm impressed by a lot of your clothes you design. And I'm surprised and thrilled, and there's nothing more exciting than being recognized by your idol. And then she turned her gaze to Sean, who was standing right next to me. Hello, Mr. Sean. I also seen a lot of your works, and they are brilliant, and you're a very talented young man. Sean politely shook her hands with her and blushed a little as phrases. Nice to meet you, I'm flattered. Sean turned his head to me with an awkward smile. There's still much room for improvement. I'll keep working on it. Haha, you're quite modest. Well then, I hope we can do a good job together today. Sure, looking forward to it. After saying goodbye to the designer, I couldn't help but tease Sean. And how about now? Do you still feel neglected? Sean gently tugged at my hand and blushed with a smile. No, please forget about what happened yesterday. You're just being a bit of a diva. I will, but not the things in my childhood. What happened then? When I was a child, a boy would feel very upset when seeing his friend playing with someone else. Alas, I don't remember who the boy was. Me neither. If I ever meet him, I will definitely give him a good lesson on your behalf. That was him, that he would get jealous if she played with anyone else. Chad pretended to be at the sea on purpose, but later he couldn't help but laugh. After the shoot was over, Sean called me over. Take this, consider an apology gift from a stingy guy. As he spoke, Sean handed me a magazine, and I found the cover of the magazine was the dress my idol designed, and with her signature on the opening page. Thank you, and please tell the stingy guy that I really like the gift and that I forgive him. Message received by the stingy guy, and he also promised that he will learn to be more generous. That woke my interest, and I started to murmur while pretending regret. What a pity that the signature is on the magazine and not on my work badge. No way. Sean blurted out without thinking, and by the time he realized that I was already laughing at him. What a stingy, and will you need some time to change? Alright, let's see. That's enough life makeover for today. I hope you have fun with me doing the little side stories.